Hello, hello. I got good news. There's so many good news right now. And I am feeling better and better and better. My husband is making me raw juices, and that is ultra amazing. And he's doing all the work and he's cleaning the juice. And he is serving me with juice and pulp, and I am so deeply grateful for him for that. I am going to stay with him forever and ever and ever until death will do us apart, when I will be 85 and we will be real rich and I will be celebrating and I will be eating a pulp cake and somebody is going to shoot me in the forehead. Okay. Without pain and without noticing it. So that's how everybody should die. Everybody should die instantly. And when the time comes, and you should not know that it is coming, because then it causes suffering. So, and that's also my main argument against the death penalty, by the way, because people know that it's coming and they're terrified, and that's not good. Same with the farm animals. When they know that they're going into the slaughter facility, they're terrified. They know that they're going there. They know that death is coming, and they're panicking. And that's why Dr. Temple Grandin said that we need to eliminate this fear. The animals need to not have fear. They need to be just getting used to going through certain pathways and going through veterinary treatment without fear, and then they get kind of used to it. So that's much better. And also going through a squeeze machine which hugs them and that makes them feel a whole lot better, that calms down their nervous systems. Really great. So I recommend all the books by Dr. Temple Grandin, an amazing woman. She got an award by Peter. Peter does not easily give out rewards. Dr. Temple Grandin has eliminated fear and suffering in over 50% of US and Canadian agricultural facilities. So this is major, absolutely amazing. An amazing woman, an angel. And I want to talk today about the wildlife refuges that we still have, and we need to protect them, and we need to be good stewards to them, and people need to not litter and not throw anything into the wilderness, and have a good heart and understand that there are animals living and they don't want a couch to be thrown in there and other horrible things. So, and also not litter of cigarette butts and beer bottles and those kind of things, or methamphetamine type of garbage. Don't throw these things into the wilderness, please. Throw it into the regular trash container. And if you have hazardous waste items like batteries or motor oil, you have to bring that to the local waste disposal facility, and they will dispose of that safely, hopefully. But that's the only place where they will dispose of it safely, so that's the only place we can bring it to. And my main subject that I needed to talk about, we went hiking yesterday in the wildlife reserve, and I went into that amazing forest, and the smell there, it is so incredibly powerful. This smell of pine needles and different plants and different vegetation, real amazing scents that are real thick in the air, and berries and fruits that are all flowering and all ripe, and the apples are ripe and they give out a wonderful aroma. And there are so many amazing leaves and plants and maple leaves, and they all give out this sweet, amazing scent, real thick. And I said to my husband, wait, I just want to stand here for a moment. I was standing on the hiking trail, and I just wanted to look up in the tree, in all these trees, and I just wanted to smell that amazing scent for a moment. I felt like I didn't ever want to leave there again. I felt like this is where I'm gonna be. I'm gonna become a tree here. I'm gonna set up root, literally, and I'm gonna just stay right there, and I'm gonna smell this amazing smell for the rest of my life. And it was just so amazing, so powerful, and so vibrant, and so alive, and so infinitively luxurious. That's a smell in a forest, in a pure wildlife reserve, forested area. That's a smell that is priceless, that you can't make that in a perfume. You could, I buy essential perfume oils that are made from 100% natural plant material. There's nothing chemical added, and I like it. It's wonderful, it's amazing. But the smell in a forest, that amazing combination of all these plants in the air, and this, it's like a, it's not so much oils, it's like everything. It's like oils and essences and aromas, all like in little water particles and H2O trapped, and it's in the air, and it's just so amazing and fresh and alive. You cannot replicate that with anything. And that's why, this speaks to us, and the message is, I'm offering you all a paradise here on earth. This is a paradise. Come to your senses. Go away from the popular activities. Go away from the mainstream. Go away from the detachment, and come back into the forest, into nature, and smell that smell. Don't put your perfumes on that are aggressive and artificial and so on, and have alcohol in it. Don't put that on. Just take a shower, put on some natural body lotion like Veleda or Dr. Hauschka, I recommend those, and clean cotton clothes, and you go hiking in nature, and you enjoy this amazing natural scent. It's pure luxury. And a couple of things happened where we are. We had things happen where there was corruption within the groups that were there, that were supposed to protect nature. And that's why I always say, just because one group is corrupt, and unfortunately, like I said yesterday, so many groups are corrupt, that doesn't mean we have to dismiss anything that has to do with protecting. So that doesn't mean we have to throw it all out, the kid with the bathtub, right? So that means that we need to look over other people's shoulders more often, and remind them, and do this tap, 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 hello, what are you doing here, And when they get really mad, they're usually right there admitting to you that they did something wrong. So it's always the people who get the most angry that have some really shit going on. So it needs to be coming out to the open, and that needs to be discussed in the community. People need to not be afraid to say something. And when they see pollution happen, corruption, or when they see people spray pesticides, that needs to be discussed, and that needs to be abolished. Okay, we need to do everything we can to outlaw the spraying of pesticides. And now this is becoming a real big problem. What's happening now? We have Barack Obama put the head of Monsanto, or one of these leading people, the lobbyists for Monsanto, in the Department of Agriculture, which is an extreme conflict of interest. This is corruption of the highest extent. And what this guy is doing now, he is promoting and pushing to the government their products, because what better to guarantee an ultimate clientele and the largest clientele, other than get them using the government to actually have a permanent demand. So from the government, from our paid with our tax money, where pesticides are like, it's where it becomes like mandatory for them to use that as certain measures for certain things. And now when it gets really, really ironic is when these things are being promoted and pushed and ordered to be used all the way from the top, through all instances, all the way ending up in some local, governmentally, or like Fish and Wildlife Department, for example. And when the Fish and Wildlife Service and the local environmental groups are latching onto this, and they see their chance for more governmental grant money, because they accepted to take Monsanto's pesticides for, now this is really serious, get this, for the eradication of invasive species. So with other words, what they're doing is they say, oh, we got some invasive species here, whether it's animal or plant, and now they're going in and they're poisoning these beings, and they call that environmental action. It's amazing. It just amazes me, because what are the consequences of doing this? Okay, the consequences are vast, wide, and devastating. And nobody seems to want to talk about this really, They go, oh no, well, we have to, we need to do otherwise they're going to be, this or that's going to be eaten, or that's going to be pushed away, or, because of the invasive species. So the bullfrogs are eating the other native frogs, and so on. So first of all, this needs to be made very, very clear here. The damage caused by invasive species is not near as devastating, and actually can balance itself out if we give it a chance. It's not near as damaging as these radical measures that are used for the extermination of invasive species. So if they poison the invasive plants and animals, first of all, the animals, that's real cruel. They die gruesome death. They suffer gruesome, horrible torture. the plants, when they die, the other animals are eating it, and they can also get really, really sick and die, and all native species can be affected by this. It can go into the groundwater, it can affect our pets and ourselves, and it is just an unbelievable cascading problem. And it needs to be banned. The eradication of invasive species is unethical, and it needs to be banned. This is not acceptable, and I want other environmentalists to band together with me on this and stand up for life and go against this death threat for Monsanto and the pesticide lobbyists. Take care.